This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
And I shine for all. But the young some people world, you never shine at all.
These roads of flames are
Talking Heads with
catching on
Naughty
fire.
is brought to you by the Bahamas Association of Athletics Associations, the Bahamas Out Island Promotion Board, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Cleveland Clinic, Fine Threads, Janae's Uniform Center, John's Department Store, Jerkers Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, and Printmasters.
Here's how you can become a talking head. Brought to you by BTC.
And welcome to Talking Heads Thursdays on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. This is Pearly in the house. How you doing today? I hope everybody's doing cool. You know, this rain, there's been a lot of rain all weekend. Nassau was flooded. I drive through more puddles. No more lakes, I should say. But one thing I have to complain about, I have to bring this up. I was holding back on this forever. Fix them potholes. Please. I don't think there's a street in Nassau without a pothole. Just drive around, and as you see a pothole, fill it, we'll be all right. Because it's ridiculous. Anyway, everybody, I digress. I do apologize for that. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's great. Happy to have you with me today. My show changed a little bit. I had a guest. We were going to talk about some women issues and infertility and all that, but my guest couldn't make it, so we're going to reschedule. So y'all got me today, so you're not got to help me today. Talk to me. Let's talk about what's on your mind. But let's take a quick look at the headlines brought to you by Fine Threads. Let's see now. Oh, yeah. On the front page of The Guardian this morning, man shot outside court. Victim on bail on firearm charges. Extensive search for missing U.S. woman, but whereabouts still a mystery. Anyway. Inflation down 0.5% in April. And the BPSU would not support mandatory retirement age increase. We can talk about that a little bit too. PM highlights new DARE bill and securities bill. PM, though through these amendments, we will maintain the Securities Commission of the Bahamas' position as a world-class regulator. And again, inflation down by 0. Send cash ATMs to allow commercial bank withdrawals. That's a nice move. And gas is slipping down a little bit. Esso at 5.59, Rubis at 5.61, and Shell at 5.69. So yeah, there we go. Now, I don't know what's going on in our country. I don't know what's happening here. Man shot outside the courts. Outside the court. This right on Nassau Street and South Street. How does that happen at the courts? Aren't there police around? How does that happen? These brothers, they must be really wanted that brother. They must be really wanted that brother. I don't know. And how do you feel about the BPSU would not support mandatory retirement age increase? We got to talk about that because I have an issue with that. But let's take our first caller. Caller, you on there. How you doing? How you doing? Caller, you there? I guess we lost him. Call back if you caller. We can try again, eh? But if you want to get through,
He wasn't hearing me.
I can hear you now, Bremen. How you doing?
Okay, I'm right here. How you doing?
Thank God for life. I good.
Thank God. And thank God we have you.
Amen.
You know, you are naughty. You know, you all are being appreciated and being on the air.
Thank you so much.
I'm saying you all are intelligent. Not only is that, you all are very much what you would call, what's the word I want to use? You're very much, you appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
The public.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
But what I want to say, right? Because so much of police are not doing their work. That's why so many people getting killed. You know, I was to the House of Assembly yesterday, right? I don't know if I've mentioned this.
I think you may have. You said a little something yesterday.
Uh-huh. it wasn't even in session yet, right? And I said something, right? And the police put me out of the House of Assembly. And like I said, the House wasn't even in session yet. The thing is, the government got to put some laws down whereby people would know the rules, if that's one of the rules, not to speak in the House, even if it's not in session. So people would know who goes to the House of Assembly. Put it in writing, or if you want to put it in writing, put it in Braille, but put it in writing so people could get somebody to read it for them who cannot see.
Did you shout out something loud?
Handicapped people pay tax also.
Yes.
And more tax on a lot of people. Because you see, people like me still living, so I pay in plenty tax. You got to pay to live in this little country, the Bahamas, in which all of my grand and great grands born in.
Now, Brayman, let me ask you something. Did you say something loud was talking?
I suppose it was loud to them, but I wanted somebody to hear me, right?
Yeah.
I was talking to basically somebody, and I didn't know exactly where they were. But because somebody told me that they were there, but they didn't tell me exactly where they was at that time, Hello?
I'm here. I can hear you.
Yeah,
I can hear you.
I just spoke loud enough for them to hear me.
So they didn't give you a
police,
warning? They didn't come and say you can't talk loud, be quiet, or they just put you out?
They just put me out, say I talk too loud.
Yeah, but they should at least come and say, hey, you can't talk loud, because they have to respect that you're blind, so you probably didn't know where the person was, and so you were talking for them to see here. Okay.
I tied my head because I really wanted to know exactly where the person was, right? But I spoke loud enough for them to hear me because I really wanted them to hear me.
Now you ain't say nothing about it. You ain't say nothing about it. You ain't say nothing about it.
No man.
Okay.
They just came to me and told me I spoke too loud. Hello?
I'm here. I can hear you.
They say I talk too loud.
Okay.
And instead of they just help me relax or something like that, or not to talk that loud when I come to the house. You know what I'm saying? I can understand that. But don't just come that you even have a law and people allowed to speak. When I say people allowed to speak, this a democratic country.
Yeah, but when you do come in the House of Assembly, you gotta show proper protocol and you can't be talking loud.
Of course. But when hello?
I'm here. You don't have to keep saying hello. I'm ready. I ain't going nowhere.
When the House in session, I'll be stupid to speak when the House are in session. But the minister haven't even he hadn't came into play yet.
Okay.
You see, these guys be joking. They sissing around. You know what I'm saying? And putting their hand on me. They just talk to me or something like that. Say, Mr. Ferguson or Brayman, because most of them know me.
Yeah.
Brayman, you don't speak that loud. Don't speak that loud.
Yeah, they should. I think they should warn you.
Like you, like the house only belongs to you.
Nah, you get put out before. This is the first time you get put out.
This is the second time, man.
See, you got reputation now, man. You got reputation, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, just tell me. I got understanding.
Okay.
Or write a book. How to conduct yourself in the House of Assembly when and whenever.
For next time,
and I could get somebody to read it for me when I go there out.
You know for next time when you go there, like I tell you now, you gotta you can't come in there.
But right now,
you gotta be quiet. You know you gotta be quiet the next time you go there.
Yes, but right now they punking out. They're punking out.
All right, okay.
Something else I wanted to say, Pearlie, but it got away from me. But Pearlie, if I remember, but you're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you very much.
You and Naughty.
Okay.
Y'all are marvelous. Y'all are beautiful.
All right. Thank you.
Y'all don't lost people.
No, we ain't gonna do that. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Take good care.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. say. Oh boy. If you want to call in 323-6232, that's 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4316. Or 325-4259, 325-4259, or toll free from the Family Islands, 242-300-5720. That's 242-300-5720. And the text line, which is powered by BTC, 422-GR96, 422-4796. I get caller coming to you right now. Let me just read this text. Great show as usual. I found a cure for infertility. Eat spinach for 1 month and carrots. It will increase your sperm count. Y'all thank me later for free advice. Great show as usual. The police were busy eating Dunkin' Donuts. Oh my goodness. Carly on there. How you doing?
Really long time, man. I miss you a lot.
Thank you, my brother. How you doing? I right here, man.
I'm in good shape, Pearlie.
What's up?
Listen, there's an easy fix for this.
Okay. Easy fix for what now? What are we fixing easy?
When I tell you what it is, then you can know what the fix is.
Okay, go ahead.
You listen to the fix, then you identify what it is.
All right.
if half of us were blind and the other half of us was deaf and dumb, there'd be no crime because we'd have to shake hands to understand. That'd be such a beautiful world. I could only look forward to heaven to be something like that, where all of my talents that I have that could corrupt me easily would be taken away fully.
I got you. That's true. That's true. A point.
I'm serious.
A little bit facetious, but that's all right.
No, but seriously, when you think about the people who I would have done killed, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you get driven to this because you're human.
Yeah.
And some people really just don't at that moment in time, and then you're sitting in the cell, bowing down, making sure that the basin is clean, because the next person will come immediately, they can beat you.
Point.
Stuff like that, So you've been there, so you want to take it easy. Don't try to go and make life so difficult for yourself that to crawl back to reality, you have to come out of prison. You have to. The adjustment isn't that easy anymore.
It isn't. It isn't. From what I've been told, it isn't.
No. Anyway, listen, good show, man, and let Bremen know that stay away from that place because they may do something else to him.
No, they ain't gonna do nothing to Bremen.
How are you joking with that?
They ain't gonna do nothing to Bremen. They can let Bremen go. They can let Bremen be all right.
But they should treat him better. At least give him a special spot.
Yeah, that and maybe the officer didn't know. In defense of it, maybe he didn't know he was.
But he should sit by the speaker.
No, he can't sit that close. He can't go. There's a bar you can't cross. There's a line that you cannot cross.
Just as a good gesture to show how the house is the house for everybody.
Yeah, but you got to win a seat to cross that line. You got to win a seat to cross. When you walk into there's we call the galley where everybody sits, and then
you couldn't just be blind.
There's a railing and there's a bar, and you have to be a member of parliament to cross that bar, or working for the House of Assembly to cross that bar. Yeah, I've been crossed it once or twice, but not when the House was in session.
Yeah. Okay, well, the House wasn't in session.
No, I can
make it law that Bremen could sit right next.
What? I can let you go.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right. We take the next call. Call you on there. How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, listen to the phone. Don't listen to the radio. The radio's the delay. So turn the
Okay, what happened is I was trying to turn it down. I hit the mute button and I came back to you being on.
All right, Sparky.
One of them things when you ain't blind. You'd be stupid sometimes.
Okay.
But I really sometimes listen to Bremen. Bremen has been around for umpteen years. Him and I, one time ago, they used to call people like us the chronic callers.
Yeah.
Then most of y'all wasn't even on talk show. They used to call me and Bremen and a lot of us the chronic callers. But now guess what? Now we can't even get on radio because they got a new set of chronic callers. But
behave, Sparky, behave.
Now the chronic callers is listen to them. We got a choir now.
So increase the retirement age?
Retirement age?
Yeah, they saying something, but they talking about taking it up to 67, I think, or something like that.
No, I always brag about my birthday, me being 73.
Yeah, you 73 now.
I retired from 2009.
Okay.
So I can't even get in the conversation. I've been out there a long time.
I got you.
And then I also had a cousin working in National Insurance. Don't call his name. He was a manager. So when I reached 60, I met him. I said, "Look here, cuz, I'm working now with Mr. Miller down at the bowling alley now." I say, I'm reaching 60, and they got this thing, but if you're getting national insurance, you cannot be working for nobody making over $400, or else they'll take away your national insurance.
Okay.
So at that time, the man will decide, well, what I could do is I could pay you in cash and give you a little brown envelope instead of writing out the check. So then they'll be able to follow how much you're getting paid.
Okay.
So we made that agreement. So and I asked my cousin, I said, what about the 60 and the 65? He said, let me tell you something. You could be 60 this year. You know you could reach that. But you don't know if you could reach 65. He said, between 60 and 65, it only could be about maybe $18 more per month. So you could wait 5 years to get $18 more right now. And between now and the next 5 years, you'll done pass the $18 a month.
Yeah, but I think that changed now. You get a percentage at 60, and that's what you get for the rest of your life. At 65, you get a little more than $18 a month.
Tell me about it. Then every so often, a government will decide that they're going to move up the old age pension to maybe about $3 or $4. So you buy 2 extra bags of ruffled potato chips. So But boy, what I wanted to ask you, I come from left field sometimes. You can't understand old brain.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, this one, I'll shoot this one at you. How come in society, with all these billions of people that's on the face of earth that God made, and we call this God, that God is God for everybody, although we have all these different religions, and everybody say their religion is the right one, especially if you're a Christian.
Yes.
And you governed by the Pope.
Yes.
And the Archbishop of Canterbury.
Yes.
And all the rest are just followers.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. How come there's only two colors in the world, black and white?
Are they considered? I see they do a lot of different race. Asian, black, white.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. I say colors.
Okay.
Color is black or white. They two colors. Everybody else, they call them by nationalities. Chinese, Russians, Mexicans, Koreans, whatever it is, Filipinos, they don't call them by no color. They only call white people white and black people black.
We do that. They call them Caucasian and they call them African Americans or African whatever.
No, that's the people in America call themselves African American.
Yeah, but
you're black or you're white.
That's our saying.
You know, the people that come to the Bahamas say they're Haitian Bahamian.
Yeah.
You're Bahamian or you're Haitian. Because in my Bahamas, in my country, you're either Bahamian or you're a foreigner.
Okay.
Because you can't be no Haitian Bahamian. We don't have them here.
All right, we have
Bahamians here.
Or foreigners.
Bahamians or foreigners, and the rest have work permit, or they have what they call it, when you can live here forever.
Permanent residency.
Permanent residence. Now, those are the stipulations that I know in our Constitution. You ain't no Haitian Jamaican, and you ain't no Haitian doggone American or nothing. You're Bahamian, or you ain't nothing else other than a foreigner. I don't get them, but black and white, answer that for me.
I can think about that. Sparky won't ask me some kind of question, man. I can think. Sparky, I can leave that one. Great show as usual. I worked in an office and mold was in the building for over 20 years. Pearly people don't care about people's health. How much could I sue for if I found out I was sick from years of working here? What I'm not is a lawyer. I may have many talents, but lawyer is not my talent. I would recommend that you speak to a lawyer. You need to get a doctor. You need to get if you work in a building where there's mold, because I had that experience. You can call dental health, and they will have somebody come down and check it out and let the people know. Because where I was working at one point, we had mold, and the environmental health came down and they told us we could not work in that building until we did certain things. So we had to stay home for about over a week, I think it was, if I remember correctly. And they had to do some things, and then the person had to come back and inspect it. So text up. Call environmental health. They're serious about that. I can't remember the gentleman's name. He's very serious about it. And if you tell him there's mold in your building, he will come and check it out and he will deal with it. Let's take our first break. When we come back, we'll see what the buzz around town is, and we'll talk about what's going on. And something happened to me the other day, and I'm going to bring it up. I'm not going to call the place, but I'm going to talk about it, and I want to get your feelings on customer service in this country. Is it good or is it lousy? I need to hear from you. This is Pearly, Talking Heads Thursday on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
For fast, reliable, and impactful printing services, look no further. Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life. We stand by our quality products that is second to none. Our staff makes Printmasters the ultimate choice for all your printing needs. We can deliver any type of printing services, from banners to booklets to business cards. You name it, we can print it.
Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Is it a burger? No. Is it pizza? Come on, man, it's KFC. Whatever the crunch this is, it's delicious. New, the Kentucky Pizza Sandwich. Crispy chicken topped with marinara sauce, mozzarella, and pepperoni. Order your pizza sandwich now at kfcnassau.com or at your favorite KFC and it's radical. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances, so come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
It's time for the buzz. What are you buzzing on? Brought to you by John's Shoes.
A buzz on Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. What's the buzz out there? Well, let me get this text that says, Pearlie, I told my boss years ago about the mold. He told the people to paint over it. That let them know what's going on. They will send an inspector down and they will deal with it and have an issue. And deal with your issue. So feel free to call environmental health. All right, that's what they're here for. That's what we pay. That's what we pay tax dollars for. The buzz. BPSU, the Bahamas Public Service Union, said they will not support a mandatory retirement age increase. I have a pet peeve, and I hope this don't cause people get mad at me, but I have a pet peeve about us not wanting to give up and go into the sunset. In sports in the country, you have fellas 40, 50 years old still trying to play on the national teams. Well, not the basketball team. We got a bunch of young people. But I've seen it in softball and baseball. Fellas don't want to give up. Fellas don't want to retire. They have, and that's why I think a lot of young people get frustrated and leave a country, because we do have a brain drain. I see it amongst the doctors. I see it amongst accountants that these older fellas do not want to step down. Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Is 65 too early to retire? Are we too young? Are we still got vibrancy and want to be moving? I ain't too far from that. In 10 days I can be a special age. I ain't too far from that. So I'm sitting here thinking about it, saying, wow, 65 is not that far away for Pearlie. Do I really want to stop working then? What happens when you do stop working? Sometimes people just stop working and boom. I have a dear friend. Dear friend who I worked with, did not enjoy his retirement, did not last a month. More than one person. I have another, my old boss I worked with went on retirement and did not last a couple of months, did not enjoy his retirement. What do you think? Call you on the air. How you doing?
Pearlie.
Hey.
Raymond again. The thing is, people have the right. The Prime Minister almost 80. The Prime Minister of the Bahamas almost 80. Close to 80. Probably about 2 to 3 years. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, as long as people could keep themselves healthy enough to be able to work, that's their rights.
I ain't knocking that, but I'm asking, let's say you got a 30-something-year-old who's bright, and you holding that person, you're holding that person back. What if you have a young person, a 30, a 40-year-old, who's producing? You're holding them back, but you're not retiring. You're not giving them an opportunity.
Hold them back, though. They hold them back who they want to hold back. The government got the power. They're holding each other back or holding the Bahamas back. If you got an almost 80-year-old Prime Minister, and then you made a law for people after 65 to retire, you're driving.
Okay, I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
I hear you.
That's not giving justice to the Bahamas.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And our people needs to be educated. Let's continue educating our people. Right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got a text that says, hey, what kind of report you hearing about the shooting in the court? I'm not hearing anything. I heard that young man was in court, came out, was going to his car. Fellas pull up in a small gray car and shot him up and pulled off. They said he's in critical condition but stable. That's all. They're not giving any information on it. They're not saying who it is. There's rumors out there who the person is, but I'm not going to call the name on air. So, you're hearing rumors. The street's telling you some things, but they're not officially giving us any information. Customer service is poor at too many places, especially some government offices. I called immigration to ask a question. I was told I need to come in person because that area don't answer the phone. Wow. I went to a particular government agency. I'm not going to call its name to get to get something done. The security was rude. You can't go in there. And my friend was with me. Tell her go sit over there. And you can't. This ain't awake. You can't go in there. And then I go in there, and I'm like, who are you? What's your name? Well, yeah, blah. And they were rude. They're rude. You're serving the public. You got to be nice to people. Yeah, I mean, some people come in there real itchy and real terrible. Yeah, but you got to be able to hold your head. The customer service sucks in this country. It is terrible. We're a service country. We're a tourism country where we rely on 8 to 9 million tourists a year to feed us, to bring foreign direct investments to this country, and we giving lousy service. I hate to go anywhere. You go to the gas station, you get lousy service. I pull off. Too many gas stations in this island for me to stand the one and let you don't give me the good service. Caller. Caller, you on there. How you doing, man?
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, let me ask one question. Sparky calling back, sorry.
Yes, sir. Chronic caller. Go ahead, man. No problem.
Let me ask you a question. They send old horses when they reach 3 years old and they finish the Kentucky Derby and everything. When they call them old, they send them out to pass the flood, right?
Yes.
That's a natural thing that they do.
Yes.
With sports and horses and even in human sports, when you reach a certain age, they expect you to be off the court.
Yeah, I'm just asking, is it? Do you
but
really?
What I don't understand is, how could the elites in our country, the millionaires and the billionaires, want to stay waking until they have to bring the ambulance to their wake place and carry them to the mortician? But everybody else they instruct to go home at 60. What's the last Governor General we had? How old are they? When did they leave office? We still paying them every year a pension, full pension, and they still receiving that plus maybe national insurance. And they're 92.
Yep.
They're 92. No, all due respect to Miss Quinlan. She's 92 years old today or yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. Happy birthday.
92. And two of them still collecting the national insurance contribution.
Okay.
They ain't giving up nothing. Still got all the perks with drivers and maids and everything at home.
No, but I mean, but you don't know.
We pay them for the rest of their life, but they send us home to look for corned beef and white rice on Wolf Road by Great Commission.
But you got to, all due respect now,
We got to beg the pastor to give us something to eat after we don't give him all the money to buy elections like him and the first lady.
Listen to me carefully.
And turn around and beg the pastor to feed us, and we buy the car for him. All of them is a bunch of conspirators, and they what they call the elites. And they what they call themselves Christians. Boy, look, God could deal with them one day. Have a good day.
All right, Sparky. Lord, what I put myself into. Listen, the sacrifice that Lady Pinnan has given for this country in terms of being the first lady to the prime minister's country, the scrutiny they've been under, the ridicule they had to take as a politician's wife and under politicians, that's a benefit that I have no problem her receiving. She's given to the country. Her family is given to the country. They have not had a normal life. They couldn't run around the road in Chippenham like I could have run around, or you could have run around in the Valley, Sparky. So I don't have the problem with her getting the benefits that she has worked hard for in terms of sacrificing her family life, yes, they got plenty benefits, yes, and that's part of it. But I don't have a problem with it. So, I wouldn't accept that argument. We take the next call. Sparky, you get me in trouble, We take this next call. I'll call you on the air. Did you run away from me? No? Okay. No, but back to it. And I've been giving it some serious thought about, hey, in a couple of years or so, I'm going to be at that age that is mandatory retirement in the country. Do I want to will I be to the level that I want to sit home all day and watch NCIS and ESPN or do I want to continue working? And some people want to retire, and if you want to retire, fine. That's all power to you. But do people want to work longer? Should we allow them to work longer? Let's ask this next caller. Caller, how you doing? You on the air?
Hey, well,
Hey, what you saying?
Right there, man. Now, it's a good topic. See, the government is the ones who cause the problem.
Okay.
When they go and they bring back them people who done 75, almost 80 years old, and give them permanent secretary on top of the other people who done been in the trenches for about 30 years, I think they are the biggest fault with causing this problem.
Okay.
You see where I come from?
No, I hear you. I have a problem with that too, especially, I understand if you want to bring back a couple of consultants, but not as a, maybe a consultant to the permanent to help them move for the younger ones.
People know $40, $50, or what, $60,000 per consultant. That's job for a couple people, man.
Yeah, but
Consultant or
when you bring a person that expertise, you can pay for it now.
Listen to me.
I ain't gonna let you say that now. No, you can't bring me on. You can't bring me on as a consultant for something I good at and pay me pittance.
But you ain't gotta bring them on.
But you may have to.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You may have to.
Boy, let me say this. Let me apologize. Let me say this to you.
Okay.
If I've been in an apartment for 25 years and going for 30 years, I looking to move the permanent secretary.
Okay.
The fella done spend his time.
Yeah.
You bring him back at 75. I done do 30 years under my belt. I have that experience. I looking one day to be permanent secretary.
No, I understand that, and I accept that. You're right. I don't have a problem with that. You deserve
That's the problem.
But see, not because you've been there 30 years mean you should be permanent resident, because you may not have done crap in 30 years.
Maybe you did do something in 30 years, no really.
I know plenty of people who bide a lot of time and then expect the promotions, expect the raises. And honestly, not because you've been there 30 years mean I should be paying you more money. That means and especially if you ain't progress yourself, why?
Okay, now here's my point. Some damn people I know they good for the ranks.
No, some are. I'm not against that.
You can tell me you can bring back 17 permanent secretaries.
Well, sometimes you got
80.
Sometimes you're on a mission. You got the fellas who understand your mission.
I don't. You see, that's why we have a problem because some people ain't gonna never go home. They be there until they're 80 odd. You go that road, you ain't gonna never be home. Also you got the people right there who could move up to the position, but they refuse to do it. They bring back their coolies and say, okay, I give you permanent secretary, and you mention this word consultant and all this and that. All I do is keep the people under, and there'll be no upward mobility.
I know that I served as consultant before with some young people, and all I did was listen. Y'all in charge, y'all running the show. My here is to guide you and take you to another level. Okay. I will answer your questions, I will give you advice, but y'all making the decisions, y'all running the show. And it worked fine. All right. I was able to impart some knowledge on them and some of my experience on them, but I never tried to be the man.
Well, I agree with you. But I'm talking about these people who have the experience, Pearly. These people been in a position and no upper mobility. You just say, okay, you next, or you deputy permanent secretary.
Yeah.
And then when time for you to move up, they still bring back the fellow who done time, you done retire, man.
Now, I can tell you this, I don't agree with bringing back the 70, 80-year-old who done retired, but my whole thing, but I also say this, not because you've been there 30 years, permanent secretary, because you may have only made it to deputy permanent secretary through smiles and favors, and really don't even know the job. And there are there are some, let me say that, there are some there who I feel shouldn't even be deputy permanent secretary, let alone permanent secretary.
All right, then. You may
and not just in the public sector, not just in the public sector. I'm talking in the private sector as well. Sometimes the fellas bring his son, his daughter, his cousin, his uncle, his auntie, and other people in these positions, and the ones under them doing all the work.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, but
they doing all the work, and when time for them to get a promotion, they don't get it because that's the one who done been there years. He done do his time. He don't want to go home.
Point. Okay, yeah, your point. Okay.
But anyhow, I'll listen to you.
Okay, brother. Thanks. Let's read this text. What is this? What day and what month the sale of the hotel in Freeport will be finally sold? That's a great question. Sparky spent all his life in the system and grew up loving these people. But now he's screaming, now he is in a retirement route. Well, okay. Whenever I hear this old people, young people debate, I think, look how they got us to drink the Kool-Aid again. Give me a doctor, lawyer, programmer, data scientist, rocket scientist, pilot, professor with gray in their hair every day. People start talking about age as a dying economy. The problem isn't old people. who don't know when to leave. The problem is lack of growth and innovation. I recall one exploit they kicked out of the door only to call them desperately when the smart young people couldn't handle the work. We may be the only experience, and politicians loving promoting young people. You got another 20 years to feed their dreams. Point. Again, let's stop talking about old and young and start looking at the ability to do the job. I understand. The problem with the people politicians tend to bring back is they wasn't good at the job when they were young either. It's a whole different game if the man or woman with gray hair is competent. Let's start talking about competence, and leave the physical realm in the background. And you know, Dexter, I hear your point, and I agree with you to some. I agree with you, Dexter, because many times we want to, and that's, I can say this. My son was elected chairman of some Greek board, the fraternity board, and in his speech he said, like a true millennial, I tried to take over when I first came here, and I had to learn. And I'm paraphrasing what he said. But it resonated to say a lot of young people have that college degree, have that brilliance, but don't have that experience. We have to figure out how we can have the happy medium to bring in this new knowledge, this new trained person to work with the experienced people so that we have a better organization. But we don't push the old people, as the older, the more mature people aside because of age. But there's still some people who don't want to go home, and they the ones who really don't want to go home are pretty much the ones who haven't done a good job and hanging on. Is that so? Am I making sense, or am I causing an unnecessary row? That'd be interesting to see. Let's try this call and see what they say. Callie on the air, how you doing?
Yeah, hi, good evening, Shirley. How are you?
I am fine, my dear. How are you?
Good. I am listening to this conversation with the old versus the new.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, there's a principle in the Word of God that talks about the elders teaching the younger people, the
Yes.
younger ones, and the older women teaching the younger women how to be good wives, etc., etc.
Exactly. Yes.
And I believe we can all come to a happy medium, because you talked about the individual who was kicked out, or somebody called about the older person who was kicked out because they brought in a younger, inexperienced person.
Yeah.
And I believe we have to be so careful how we throw out age that's competent, that has the experience that's really needed for the organization, and updating technology with the new information, etc.
Okay.
And what is happening in a lot of organizations, they've neglected training. And as your son said, he was a millennium coming and thought he could rule, etc. No. You have to sit down and you have to learn from your elders.
Okay.
And as you sit and learn, there's a way of merging the new technology into the older people. And mind you, we also talk about not putting new wine into old wineskins.
Yeah.
But I believe we all can come to a happy medium, and we'll have beautiful organizations once we know how to marry the old with the new.
Okay.
And I believe we'll have a better Bahamas, because in so many of our organizations, we are sending knowledge home before time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, for those persons who want to stay until they're 60, etc., that's not for me. I believe, as Sparky said, if you can make 65. So I believe there's a way to marry the old with the new so that we have a smooth operation in the organization.
Okay. I hear you loud and clear.
Thank you.
Thanks
That's my contribution.
Thanks for
That's my
calling, man.
side there.
Thank you for calling, darling. See you later.
Yes, see you later.
All right. Let's take a break. When we come back, we can wrap up and got something to ask you when we take this break. This is Pearly, Talking Heads Thursdays on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
Living with a neurological condition shouldn't define you. At Cleveland Clinic in Florida, we do whatever it takes to make life better today while discovering new treatments for a brighter tomorrow. From epilepsy management to specialized spine care and brain tumor surgery, we're delivering world-class neurology care for the day-to-day, for the days you live for every care in the world. Visit clevelandclinicflorida.org/Caribbean.
Is it a burger? No. Is it pizza? Come on, man, it's KFC. Whatever the crunch this is, it's delicious. New, the Kentucky Chizza Sandwich. Crispy chicken topped with marinara sauce, mozzarella, and pepperoni. Order your Chizza sandwich or at your favorite KFC restaurant today. It's new and it's radical. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. You can buy your local paper at Freeport Convenience Stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Now is the time to reach your Grand Bahama market with affordable packages, including print and digital. Call GB News sales representative Kavandre at 822-6717 or message him on WhatsApp for ad rates. Classified ads are now available every Tuesday as well. Keep up with everything Grand Bahamian every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian.
Happy Independence Bahamas! Let's celebrate 50+1 together with a unique Janae's Uniform Center Independence print, dry fit polo or t-shirts, ribbons and pole bows in black, gold, and aquamarine. Janae's special family package includes buy 2 adults and 3 children Independence polos or t-shirts and get 15% off. Outfit your staff for a special Independence dress of week or day with a different design. For more than 30 pieces of Janae's Independence polos or t-shirts, get up to 25% discount. Janae's Uniform Center Chesapeake Road Independence Selections. Choose your favorite and celebrate 50+1. Restrictions apply. The play at the B3A's Kids Athletics Invitational Junior and Senior National Championships, June 26 to 28 at the original Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium. Stephen Gardner, Devin Charlton, Shawnee Miller-Wevo, and so many more. The juniors are vying for the opportunity to represent the Bahamas at the World Under-20 Championships, and the seniors are gunning to qualify for the Paris Olympic Games, which are fast approaching, and our athletes are looking to get on the road to Paris. The meet gets underway at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, June 26th, and Thursday, June 27th, and at 5 p.m. on Friday, June 28th. Gates open at 3 p.m. daily, and tickets can be purchased for as low as $20 at the original Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium. The B3A's Kids Athletics Invitational Junior and Senior National Championships, June 26 to 28 at the original Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. You don't want to miss this one.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
Earl the Pearl, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Talking Heads Thursday, this Pearly. Oh boy. Okay, let's see, we got a couple of texts here. Say, great show as usual, customer service been poor in this country now, I won't lie. I got good customers at PMH, by KFC Cable Beach, by FML, and by Physical Planning. Great show as usual to your show. Thank you for listening. Lucky thing, I ain't text nothing to Ratchet today, but tomorrow is another day. Sure is. Next says, what is the view on the age of retirement going up? What is the union saying about this? Hey, who you think Sparky pulling for tonight, Biden or Lost Trump? The debate should be that interesting. The U.S. presidential first debate is tonight. That's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to kind of try to watch that. Callie on the air. How you doing?
Hey, Brady. Good afternoon. All is well?
All is well, my brother. What's up?
Man, that's all right. So your first caller, you saying something about police or something, right? The incident too, like right in front of the international airport.
Oh, yeah, that's Braden who got put out the House of Assembly.
I was trying to pick up one of my clients.
Okay.
The guy was right there standing, right alongside there waiting, where the people is waiting right in front of the door, but right opposite to the road area.
Yeah.
So I jump out, walk over there, grab his bag, come right back, police write me up, say I leave the vehicle running. So he write me up a ticket. Not even 1 second, but
wow.
Yeah. So I speak in him, I like, you didn't think you could give me a warning or something? Or anything like that. And I go on right there. You watch me walk over there. Why you didn't say, I can't leave the vehicle running? You just walk over to the vehicle and start writing me up.
Wow.
You understand that anybody mind paying for tickets a day, right?
Yeah, but
you gotta be realistic and things, man, in this life, man.
It ain't like you deliberately trying to break the law, do something nefarious. You ain't running the red light. You come to pick up a person. Was it a behemoth?
Yeah,
Or was it a tourist you're picking up?
Yeah, one of my clients.
See, so I don't.
Right guy put the guy in the box, put the box, put the luggage in while the guy writing me up.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, so foolish, man.
And then the officers probably think he did a really good thing. I'm big and bad.
Exactly, and the people right there sitting there saying, "But you just watch him walk over there."
Yeah.
You understand? 2 or 3 people was right there. I say, boy,
sometimes
these guys really ridiculous.
The police are our friends, and I respect them. But sometimes some of those police officers, I don't know what they be thinking about. But it's
amazing. You can go above and beyond the call of duty, right? But think sometimes, man. Use your brain sometimes, man.
I understand.
Yes, sir.
But make sure you pay the fine because you don't put a warrant.
Oh, yeah, I have to now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have to, man.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Take care, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Interesting. I Dexter asked me one of my viewers. I think the union is saying, let people retire when they're supposed to retire and putting the age up, collecting more national insurance, and is it related to NIB not being able to pay everybody? See, now remember now, in the 70s, 65% of our country was under 35. All of them in the 60s now. So the shift is on in terms of how many people are at the retirement age, as opposed to how many people pay in national insurance. So all of that might be an issue. We got to look at that and probably dig into that a little deeper when we talk about this again. But as we say, NIB, I hope you're ready on Monday. On Monday, July 1, is when there's an increase in what you're paying in national insurance. Are you ready for that? I saw an article the other day saying that they don't think, even though NIB claimed and said they did a lot of promotions and a lot of information training and educational promotions and all that stuff about it, people are still not ready for it. You got to increase in minimum wage. Now they increase, which you're taking out the minimum wage. So did you really get an increase in minimum wage? So come Monday, the rates, hopefully the service will be better. Not saying that they don't give you good service. I'm just saying hopefully the service will be better. What kind of training these police are getting in the training college just to give our tickets? And tell your caller he should have offered the officer a bucket of cake. That's a bribe and that's against the law. That's a brag and that's against the law. I think that's my hint to say that we had the 5 o'clock hour. That's Naughty telling me it's 5 o'clock. This is Pearly and Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. It's been an interesting discussion, and I didn't know where I was going to go today since my guest pulled it on me. And I route him. But it's interesting to see what people think about the age difference in the workplace, and should some people still be there to train, to give their experience, or should we open the doors and allow these young people to take over? It's interesting, and this is going to be the discussion forever and ever in this country, because some of us just don't want to go home. But trust me, when 65 hit, Pearly done. I can go chill, enjoy my grandson, and go on a cruise. So thanks for the first hour. When we get back after the news, we're going to talk sports. We're going to talk a little bit with the B3A. Sheldon is going to join me. We get road runners coming in. They got bikini top, bareback road race. I want to hear about that. Who can be allowed to be a bikini top and who can be allowed to be bareback? So they'll be joining me after the 5 o'clock hour. Thank you for calling. Thank you for listening. Thanks for the text. One last text before I go. There's one last text before I go. Hey, why does the guy writing up by police need to pay the fine? He could prove he was in the allotted time to pick up and nothing else aside. Why wouldn't he challenge it in court? Ridiculous. Why would I want... I got a ticket one time, and I went to court. I sat there for 3 hours before they hear me, and all the judges do take the fine from $100 to $75. So maybe it ain't worth the time, but sometimes. So it's up to him. If you want to pay it and get it out the way, fine. If you want to go challenge it and you got the time to waste, then go ahead and do it. Guardian Radio 96.9 FM Talking Heads Thursday. When we get back, we can talk some sports. Thank you. Thank you, people. See you in a minute.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
And I didn't even know I was on. Welcome back to Guardian Talking Heads Thursdays with Pearlie. Be talking sports right now. A lot of things going on in sports. About 5:30, Sheldon is going to stop in to give us an update on the national track and field, our national track and field champ and Olympic trials. We can see who did it. The 100 meters was last night. I'm anxious to see who won. Did they qualify? I'm supposed to have the road runners in today, but I don't see them yet, so I think they might be lost on their way. Because they talking about bareback. Let me make sure I get it right now. Bikini top, bareback, beach run. 6 days away. So hopefully they'll show up. If not, moving right along. Not a big deal, but let's get right into it because, the other day we didn't do this and I got about 900 texts. Personal texts were fussing me out, telling me what happened to the day in sports history. So we make sure let's get into today in sports history. Let's bear with me. I just a little off today sound like with me. Today in sports history, here we go. Here it is. Here we go. Today is Thursday, June 27th, 2024, and I've been telling everybody 10 days. That means 10 days before my birthday. That's for y'all to know that. The 7th day of the 7th month. Okay, today in sports history in 1876, Philadelphia Athletics became the first National League player to get 6 hits in a 9-inning game. In 1939, Cleveland Municipal Stadium hosted the first night game. The Indians beat the Tigers 5-0. In 1972, Bobby Hull signed a 10-year hockey contract for $2,500,000. He became a player and coach for the Winnipeg Jets of the World Hockey Association. In 1986, Ann White wore only a body stocking at Wimbledon. Oh boy. In 1986, Bobby Thompson of San Francisco was caught stealing base 4 times in one game. In 1988, in Atlantic City, Mike Tyson knocked out Michael Spinks in 91 seconds. In 1990, Jose Canseco signed a contract with the Oakland A's worth $4,700,000 a year. They're now getting $47 million a year. In 2004, the Boston Red Sox scored 10 runs before making it out against the Florida Marlins. The final score was 25-8. Wow. And Marlins getting beat like that now. The sports quote of the day: the day you take complete responsibility for yourself, the day you stop making any excuses, that's the day the top. O.J. Simpson. Interesting. Real interesting. Since we got a caller, let's take this caller before we get into the local sports. Caller, you on the air? What's happening? Are you there, caller? You couldn't wait to talk to me? Call back, caller. If I took too long, I apologize for that. Sometimes I get a little wordy, and then I, forget y'all on this. So you can call back, caller. You can call me back, and we'll get to you right away. Please forgive me for that. What else going on? So, yesterday was the NBA draft. Interesting draft. I've been watching the draft for 5.5 million years, from day one, I could say, I guess. And it's interesting to see who's now being drafted. What type players are now. Frenchmen. 4 athletes from France were drafted in the first round yesterday. 4 athletes from France were drafted in the first round yesterday. Young kids who've been playing professional ball from the age of 15 and 16. These kids are 18 and 19 are drafted. 6'11", 6'10", ball handlers, shot blockers. It was interesting to see the draft yesterday. to see how many foreign, when I say foreign, how many European athletes were drafted. Very interesting to see how many European athletes were drafted. It was amazing. It was amazing. The Lakers picked Knecht, kid out of Tennessee, SEC champion, SEC player of the year, I should say. First team All-American, 23 years old. You 23 years old and they shying away from drafting you. 23 years old and shying away from drafting you. That was the talk. Why he took so long to come off the board. Why he took so long to come off the board. 23 years old. But he's a player that can start and play immediately. Can start and play immediately. And he's a shooter. It's what the Lakers need. Somebody who can shoot. My guests are here. And I want to know which of these can be running bareback or bikini top. I'm anxious to ask that question. Because we get some bold women around here, and some of them women may try to run bareback. 4 seasons we have here, right?
4 seasons race management, not
Oh, I was saying the wrong. Oh my goodness! And actually, I was looking when I saw you. I said, like, hold on, I didn't see people I was talking about. No. I do apologize. And you know what? I fit into that realm that the Bahamians that don't read. Right in front of me saying read. Oh, turn off your phones for me, please. Read Bahamas, read. So tell us who you are. Marcellus Major, Mr. Chippenham, Mr. Viking. How are you?
Well, I'm wonderfully well, man.
Pull that mic right there over. And who do we have here?
Teresa Major.
Teresa. That's right.
His better half.
Yes. How we doing?
We're good, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me. Let's take this call because I think this person was trying this before we start getting into the race. Callie on there, how you doing?
Yeah, boy, what's going on? Good afternoon to your guest.
What you say, player? What's happening?
No, I just called in now for the first time, but I was going to touch on the draft, but how you get guests now, I know.
Call me back. Call me back.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about the draft a little bit, right?
Yes, come in. Yeah, all right.
I know you want to talk about your heat pick.
Yeah, I just can't tell you I like my beat pick. Right. I was going to ask you, connect with LeBron. And I call you.
Okay. So, in 6 days.
No.
Do this.
You know what? Naughty did send this to me early in the week. So on Saturday
coming.
You guys have a beach race.
Yes, we do.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Go ahead, man.
Well, the run is called Bareback Bikini Beach Run Walk Stroll. So it's a unique race in that it's 4 seasons race management, second event for the year. And we are going to be running, walking, strolling on the sand of Gudmans Bay on Saturday, the 29th of June at 6 a.m. Bikini top. You can be bareback, but you can also come in regular running clothes if that's your wish. This race is unique. Like I said, we're going to represent the sun, sand, and sea of the Bahama Islands. So we want to hopefully cater to our tourists as well as our locals.
Okay.
And we at Four Seasons, every run and every event that we put on, we give part proceeds to a
charity,
worthy charity or recipient.
Okay.
And this year, our recipient is a retired insurance manager. She is Marie Sims, and she suffered 2 strokes last year.
Oh boy.
So she has mounting medical expenses. So part proceeds of our event this year will go towards her medical care.
Okay.
We have a number of special sponsors and persons who've really helped us to pull this off, and we want to say thanks to Global Insurance, first of all. They are our main sponsor, and Caribbean Bottling, Alpha Sound, the agency Saints Drive and Go, Goldwyn, Mint, Home Gallery, Outdoor Fitness, Essence of Elements, Tribune, Guardian. You know, it's just so many people.
Everybody's sponsoring him.
putting their hand in the till and helping us to pull this event off. And we say thank you to each and every one of them.
Now, these people sponsor because they want to see who can be Bebaco in bikini, or they.
That's fine. We welcome you all to come out and watch, because we're gonna have a competition.
Okay.
So we're gonna have real judges who's gonna be judging the beach bodies. They will tell us who has the best beach body, male and female,
Well, I was going to come,
and the
but
best
now
abs. Now,
I was going to come, but
so now that's something you don't want to miss, because you want to come and see, right?
I ain't gonna want to see because I don't want you to see me.
Yeah, so we have the judge's choice, and also we have the crowd's choice.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could be able to bring a few people who are going to cheer for you and show off that
I can be a
beach
judge.
body.
I can be a crowd judge.
You see?
I
So-
want to encourage people. I don't want to discourage people.
No, if they see you out there, they say, you know what? If he could do it, I can do it too.
See, you trying to encourage people. See, that's your husband there.
Yeah, so we have
Okay,
we expect it to be a sold out event. We looking forward to seeing all of our all participants as well as participants. So we're just trying to encourage everybody to register.
How do you register? How do you register?
You can register by going on Four Seasons, www.fourseasonsracemanagement.com website, and you can register there. We have registration. It's going to be open tomorrow. If you want to register in person at a packet pickup, it's going to be on Goodman's Bay.
Okay.
From 10 to 6:30.
Okay.
You can register in person, and yes, we have credit cards, so you don't need to bring your cash. Credit card machine, so you don't need to bring your cash, and we're trying to be sold out before Saturday morning. So we hope we don't be registering nobody on Saturday morning.
But if you want to register
But
Saturday.
if you want to register Saturday morning, we say come early, come between 5 a.m. and 5:30, so you can register, because we're going to start 6 a.m. sharp.
Are you limited the amount of participants? Because you said you don't want to.
Well, we have enough for 250 people.
Okay.
So everybody will get a medal, a swag bag once
Okay.
they register.
Okay.
We have enough for 250 people, but if this is an event that's we're giving back. So if you want to come and you want to run and just do it for a donation.
If you come at 251 or 252, know that you ain't getting no swag.
Well, you just gotta know that all the swag bags gonna be gone,
And you're helping out.
and you will be donating to a worthy cause.
So you can register on fourseasonsracemanagement.com.
Yes, and that's the word for FOUR, seasons with an S, racemanagement.com.
Or you can come out to Goodman's Bay tomorrow. Look for the
Tomorrow,
tent. You
yes,
have a
look
tent?
for the tent at 10, from 10 till 6:30 p.m. And then Saturday morning between 5 a.m. and probably 5:45.
Now here's the key thing. How much does it cost to register?
Well, see, because we give away so many good things.
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta justify it. One thing I know is Four Seasons is a really good organization.
Thank
put
you
up good
very
things.
much.
So you ain't when you say the fee is what it is, you ain't gotta justify
we ain't
it.
going cheap, you know. So the registration is $45, just $45.
Man,
My
I thought
God,
you was gonna say $100.
we spend more than that on lunch, right?
Hey, sometimes you do it.
Okay, so $45 per
Okay.
person.
Okay.
But if you have a group of 10 or more, you pay only $35.
So if you come as a group to run,
Yeah, just register as a group with 10 persons or more, and you pay $35 per
Okay.
person.
all right. See, you get a group, bareback group, or the
Yeah, you know, put a name to it and something, and then all of you go together and make it fun. But it's going to be a fun event. It's on the actual sand. So it's a beach run. You're running on the sand of Goodman's Bay.
It's a 2-mile run, right?
Well, we have two routes. Marcel.
Yeah, I see Route A and Route B.
There's Route A, Route B. Route A, it's about 1.4 mile up, 1.4 mile back. So you're talking about 2.8 miles
Okay.
for Route A. And if you do Route B is you do Route A twice.
All right, so it's either
That's like what
2.8 or
4.16.
Okay, 4.16.
4.16.
We know it's over 5 miles.
Yeah. No. It's under 5. It's, the first route is only just shy of 2 miles.
Okay.
So you're running the first route twice.
Okay.
You have 2 options. You can run either Route A, which is up and back.
Okay.
Or Route B, up and back again.
So the brave fee, but the same fee, you pay the same fee to run either Route A or Route B.
We also have cash prize for the winners of each one of the routes. The male and female, we have a cash prize for the first of the routes.
Okay.
We have a wonderful grand raffle prize from the Goldwind Resort.
Okay.
Because we're actually having this race in the Goldwind backyard.
All right.
And so they when we sent them a letter, they said, "Oh yeah, we're in our backyard. How can we help?" And they were willing and graciously gave us a 1-day stay at the Goldwind.
And it's nice there.
It is really nice.
It's really nice
And
there.
so you got to be there, you got to come, and you got to be there after you've already received all the goodies and your nice.
So the Goldwind prize is for the runners, or you say
No, it's a
raffle?
grand raffle. So everybody gets a chance. Once you participate, once you pay $45, we have stubs on your bibs. We put them in a bin, a container,
okay.
and we raffle them. Plus, we have other raffle prizes as well too.
So what if a spectator wants to buy a raffle? Is that open? They pay $45.
Yeah, pay $45 and get a bib and then put it inside the thing. Yeah, but it's going to be a very fun-filled, exciting beach run, and it's a unique one. It's one of a kind.
Okay.
I think it's the only beach run that we have on the island.
I've not heard of any other beach runs.
And this is our second time doing it. The first time was really, really exciting. The participants really loved it, and I'm sure they can't wait for Saturday coming. So.
And you've been getting
very well. We'd like to be almost sold out, but like my wife said, there is going to be the pocket pickup tomorrow at Goodman's Bay. You can feel free to come down 10 to 6, and also if you are unable to make it tomorrow, come early between 5 and 5:30 a.m. on Saturday morning.
So those who registered online can come by tomorrow and pick up their packet.
They can.
Or they can get it Saturday morning.
We prefer to pick it up tomorrow.
So you have it.
I'll have it ready because we got some wonderful stuff that you want to be in all your regalia on the beach.
Okay,
some nice stuff. We brought you some gifts too. We came bearing gifts for you and Naughty and Sheldon and everybody else. So you can explain to the people what you get in here.
So we get a sun visor that says Bikini Top Bareback Beach Run.
And this is only some of what you get, and that's a waterproof phone case.
And I need this too, And then we get a waterproof phone case, so that's wonderful.
And we
Thank
have
you so
other
much.
gifts in our swag bag. Our runners will get, and this is the medal they'll get.
Oh wow,
This
that's
is the
really
beautiful
nice.
medal, yeah.
That's all the finishers who cross the finish line will get one of those wonderful medals.
And listen, it ain't no cheap thing, not heavy.
Come on, 4 seasons we don't play in them.
Y'all do it right.
You do it
right.
The blame
Yes,
and the
we
thing,
do it
man.
right. We do it right.
We got a stench, man.
And they got the lancet.
Designed by Marcel himself.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we know his skills.
Yes.
That's not me.
That Junkaroo blood.
Indeed it is.
But that has a little Junkaroo look, and it's really
Yeah,
nice.
it's really nice.
So people, sign up right now. Get online. 4 Seasons, FOUR, Seasons with an S, racemanagement.com. You can register online. You can stop there tomorrow between 10 and 6.
Goodman's Bay.
On Goodman's Bay. Pick up your swag, pick up your packet, as well as you can register.
Yes.
$45 is worth it. You're going to be helping out a really good person who needs his help. Medical bills aren't easy in this country.
No.
And so that's help the cause.
Thank you.
Even if you just come and walk it,
Yes.
you're helping the cause.
Walk and show. Get the nice morning fresh air on the beach, man. You
And
gotta-
then when you finish, jump overboard.
and that's it. We actually have we call it the race village. It's set up where once you finish, we have the lounge chairs in the water. So you actually sit in the water. We're gonna have all the Bahamian Brewery hydration drinks, the the Sands Bear. I almost got shoot just that. The Sands Bear, the Radlers, and all those. The Sands Triple B. They are one of our proud sponsors. We're very Bahamian Brewery. We're really grateful to them.
Lots of Dasani water.
Yes. Dasani water.
Yes.
So come on down. Don't let the name Bikini Top Bareback. That's optional. So come down. You don't have to have on a bikini or bareback. But if you want to participate for our awards, you're going to have to be bareback.
Let me say this now. Some ladies, bikini for everybody.
I don't discourage our participants.
Put on a pair of short pants.
No, they don't have to wear the
Not
bottom.
the bikini bottom, just
Yeah,
the top. They can wear long pants or whatever they want, but
yeah.
it's just the bikini top and the bareback top.
That sheer overcoat don't hurt too bad for somebody. See, like me, I can't come bareback. I gotta wear a shade because I don't want to discourage you people.
Come on, man. You can handle it. But yeah, like I say, and people were saying, why Marcel and Teresa, why y'all don't change the name? We don't want to change the name.
No, you're
creating something unique,
Yeah.
something different,
A tradition.
and we want to stray away from the regular road race and all them other stuff. So
Yeah.
something different. So and it's catching on. This is our second year. Last year we attracted almost 200 people, so that's why we bought the extra merchandise. So
And people are getting into the running now and all that, so it should be a nice, cool morning to get a good run. Afterwards, you lay off on the beach, get some
have a nice Sans Bear and Sans Radler.
And those of you who drink, you have some water.
Have some
Have
water.
some water. And we're going to have some nice lemonade and,
Okay.
a lot of drinks will be there.
So keep you hydrated.
Keep you hydrated, yeah.
What can we expect from Four Seasons for the rest of the year? I know you have a number of events. What else is coming up? So
Well, like you say, it's 4 seasons. So we started off the year with our Running in Love, which was which was February.
That was Valentine's.
Yeah, and now it's the Beach Run, which is our June run.
Uh-huh.
Then October, we have a Miracle Miles. This is going to be our new race coming on stream this year. This is actually in partnership with the disabled.
Okay.
So that's going to be actually like a walk, push thing, because we're going to partner with the disabled and we're going to use disabled people to really give back to.
Okay.
And then our last race for the year would be the Junkanoo Jingle to Bay 5K. You remember last year all those Santa Claus coming down Bay Street with the Junkanoo and stuff? Well, that's going to happen in December.
Super.
And so there are 4 races for the year.
4 seasons.
Four seasons, one race in each season.
Excellent. Excellent. Anything else we need to tell our people?
We do. If you're listening to me, we are encouraging group rates. It's not too late to have your group. Call us tomorrow, 804-8595. Groups of 10 or more, $35 per person. You're saving whole, that's $10?
Yeah.
So give us a call. Or
That's a whole $100 a group.
Got that right. So if you're in corporate Bahamas and if your department wants to compete or exercise competition, it's a good time to come and
give me the number again.
The number is 804-8595, Four Seasons Race Management. Come on down, register. Check us out tomorrow, 10 to 6, Goodman's Bay.
And I can't say this enough. 4seasonsracemanagement.com to register.
Right.
Or come by tomorrow on Goodman's Bay between 10 and 6 to pick up your packet and register.
We also have a credit card machine, like my wife said. So if you don't have any cash, we have the credit card machine.
And everywhere, nobody's carry cash anymore, so the machine is there. So don't come say, I bring no. Bring your card. Come.
Indeed. Sold out.
Let's do this.
Sold out race.
Let's do bank transfers and all.
Thank you for coming. I look forward to seeing you all in October again.
Yes, sir.
To
Thank
talk
you very
about
much.
your
Thank
next
you for
event.
having us.
We're always
We
happy
really
to have you
appreciate
here. We're one of your biggest fans and biggest
Thank you very
supporters
much.
to make sure that you get going.
for having
We
us.
brought something for Naughty too, and Sheldon.
Sheldon is joining me in about 1 minute.
All right, good.
I'll give him and I'll see Naughty a little later today.
All right, good. Thank you, man.
This is Talking Heads Thursday with Pearly Talking Sports. 4 Seasons, bikini, bareback race, Saturday morning, 6 a.m., Goodman's Bay. Be there, okay? We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to be talking to Sheldon Longleaf, Olympic trials, and talk a little bit about that NBA draft yesterday. I'll be right back.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Are you tired of the hustle and bustle of city life, yearning for a relaxing getaway without the headaches of international travel? Well, we've got just the thing for you. Escape to paradise without leaving home with our limited time 2-fly free offer for Bahamas residents. Whether you're craving adventure, seeking to reconnect with your roots, or simply yearning to unwind in secluded shores, the Family Islands has something for everyone. But you better act fast, because this incredible 2-fly free offer is only available until June 30th. Don't let this opportunity slip away. So why wait? Book your trip today. Escape the ordinary, discover the extraordinary, and experience the magic of the Family Islands. Visit BahamasResidence.com for more information and start planning your ultimate island getaway today.
Play with Island Games. We make Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We can make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
With fine style, with elegant taste, then Fine Threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then Fine Threads is your place. If you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, wanna step out and look great, then Fine Threads is your place. With fine style, with elegant taste, then Fine Threads is your place. Is your place. Is your place.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
And we're back, Talking Heads Thursday on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. My guest is in the house. You know, the B3A's National Track and Field Championships and Olympic trials began yesterday at the Thomas A. Robinson, and the hot race, it started right away with the 100 meters. So Sheldon Longley, Guardian Sports Writer, is in the house. Tell me what happened yesterday. Update me.
Good day, Birdie, man. It's always a pleasure to be in your company.
Great to have you, my brother.
Good day, Bahamas. You know, and yes, last night was a hot night. They started off hot, right out the gate. You know, 100-meter finals, you know, men and women 100-meter finals last night. I was hoping we would have the first Bahamian to run under 10 seconds in the Bahamas last night. But it didn't happen. They were running into a headwind last night, but it still was a showdown between Terrence Jones and Wanye McCoy, both collegiate athletes for the Bahamas.
Okay.
They're the two fastest in the country right now for the Bahamas. Wanye won, 10.16 seconds. The qualifying time is 10 seconds flat.
Wow.
But he's in the quarter, and he's already qualified in 200 meters. So he's going to Barras.
So he's going to Barras just to run the 2, or will he be able to run the 100?
He's in the quarter for the 100 meters, so there's a possibility that he could run the 100 as well.
Okay.
Right,
when you say in the quarter, so as for those of us who ain't as sharp as you, what does that mean?
Well, the thing is, you have a window for about 32 athletes to compete in the Olympics and in the 100 meters. Now, if you only have 20 athletes qualify, that leaves a window for 12 athletes to still compete.
Oh, so
if he's in the next 12 fastest times, he could be allowed to compete.
So at this point in time, he's in the next 12 fastest time.
At this point in time.
Okay.
But the cutoff date is June 30th.
So you got a couple. So 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days. So if a few athletes pass him before June 30th, then that would knock him out.
Are there a lot of other countries having that right now? Having trials this weekend?
A lot of countries around the world are having their national trials this weekend, and they strategically do that so as to give their athletes maximum time to qualify for the Olympics.
So is that their last opportunity, or is there somewhere they can go Saturday to run, or Sunday they can run somewhere to try and qualify?
This weekend is going to be their last opportunity. This is their last opportunity right here. And think about it now, even if our trials finish on Friday, and the deadline for qualifying is Sunday, you know, you're not going to be able to recuperate in time to go run it.
Okay.
You know?
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed. So both Terrence both athletes already qualified for the 200. Only Terrence.
Terrence didn't qualify. only 1 year qualified.
For the 200?
Yes, for the 200 meters.
So Terrence has to, but he still have an opportunity to run the 200 meters.
He has an opportunity in the 200 meters today. The heats are today, and the final is tomorrow.
Okay.
So he has an opportunity to qualify in the 200 meters.
And what is the qualifying time?
The qualifying time in the 200, I think, is 19.95 seconds, if I remember correctly.
And how far is he off from?
He has run that time before last year, but he hasn't run it this season. He's coming off an injury this season. He ran very well in the indoor season, and right after the indoor season, he suffered an injury, so he hasn't been the same outdoors.
Okay.
But he is capable of doing it because he did it last year. So if he can get back to that form for the 200 meters, he could qualify.
Women's 100 meters, what happened there?
Women's 100 meter final last night, that was hot. Camille Rutherford winning that, 11.47 seconds. And Anthea Chart was right on the heels, running 11.53, coming in second.
What is the qualifying time?
The qualifying time in the women's 100 meters is 07.
Okay.
So they were significantly off that, but they were running at their headwind last night.
So they don't adjust the times for the headwind, or that don't count?
No. There's no adjustments. No adjustments. That's just.
So what if there was a tailwind?
There's a tailwind, and as long as it's under 2.0, it's legal.
Okay.
2.0 is the maximum.
Yeah.
Right. So as long as it's under 2.0, it's legal. Right. And last night they just had the unfortunate situation of running into, I think, a 1.2 headwind last night.
Wow. Yeah, that is a lot.
So that threw everybody.
Exciting things happened last night.
We had Charisma Taylor in the women's triple jump last night. She jumped 13.80 meters. The qualifying started in that event at 14.55. But again, that can be attributed to the strong headwind last night. She's already qualified in the women's 100 meter hurdles.
Okay.
So she'll be going to Paris.
Is she in the quota for the long jump? Or
for the triple jump, she's in the quota for the triple jump.
So there's a possibility that she may be on doing the triple jump in the Olympics.
Yes, indeed. And she wants to do both.
Oh, and that'd be wonderful.
That'd be huge. We've never had an athlete do the hurdles and the triple jump at a single Olympics.
When is the hurdles now? Today or tomorrow?
The hurdles is today. The heats are today. And the final is today as well.
Okay.
So you want to come up? You got to come up by the track tonight. The final starts at 8:05 p.m. tonight. Start with the under 17 girls. 8:05 p.m. tonight.
Okay.
And then they progress into the open men and women.
Any other hot races yesterday? Any other hot events? I should say.
Yeah, the 400 meter heats yesterday.
Okay.
So Shawnee and Stevie were on the track.
Okay.
Stevie won his heat in 45.95 seconds.
And I know he just cruised,
Well, he just cruised. Stevie, he could turn it down after a while.
Yeah.
So he cruised into the final. The finals are tonight. The finals are going to be hot.
How did Shawnee do? Wait, let's back up. Who all in the men's finals?
The men's final for the 400 meters is going to be Stephen Gardner. Wendell Miller made that final.
Yeah.
Alonzo Russell made that final. I'm thinking Zion and Miller might be in that final as well.
Okay.
A couple other guys who could give you a 47-48.
Okay.
So yeah.
And what's the qualifying time for the 400?
The 400 meter qualifying time is 45 seconds flat.
Okay.
Very fast. And only Stevie is qualified in the men's 400 meters.
Normally we have more than one athlete qualified.
Normally we have about 2 or 3.
Okay. Well, hopefully tonight, we'll see that happen.
Alonzo is quite capable of running under 45 seconds.
Okay.
He did so a few times last year.
Maybe he'll push Stevie and he'll get there. Make Stevie run that 43.
Or Stevie could push him.
Or push him.
Yeah. Wendell, I think, could run under 45 seconds.
Who else was in the women's 400 meters?
The women's 400 meters, Shawnee came second in a heat.
Okay.
She ran 53.02 seconds.
She came second to who?
To Javonia Walcott.
Oh, really?
Yes, indeed. Javonia is one of our collegiate athletes. She has been running very well this season. And Javonia ran a time of 52.29 seconds last night.
What's the qualifying time?
The qualifying time in the women's 400 meters is 50.95 seconds.
Okay. So
both of them are capable of doing that. Well, we know Shawnee is capable of doing it.
Yeah.
And I believe she will do it today in the final.
You think Shawnee just toned it down a little bit yesterday? Let's make it to the finals.
I think so.
And pour it on tonight.
I think so. Shawnee ran a 49 split at the World Relays.
Yeah.
And we know what Shawnee could do.
Yeah, we know what she can do.
So I think she is going on a fast time and qualify for the Olympics. She hasn't qualified yet. But then again, she hasn't run any 400 meter races this year. Right?
Okay.
So, and she's going to be at the Olympics in any event for the mixed relay.
Okay.
But I'm sure she wants to defend her title in the 400 meters. So, I look forward to her qualifying tonight.
That should be nice.
Yes.
Any other races we need? Any other events?
Tonight?
Last night first.
Well, last night, going back to the 400 meters, we had the under 20 boys. I think Zion Miller ran 47.84 seconds. I think that might be a personal best for him.
47? Okay.
47 for under 20 boys.
That's wonderful.
That's huge.
What school are you from?
Zion goes to Queens College.
Queens College, okay.
Yes.
All right.
We also had the 100-meter heats and finals in all divisions yesterday. I was very impressed by Everett's time, Everett Fraser.
Okay.
Under 17 boys.
Okay.
He ran 10.77 seconds into a headwind.
Wow.
So if he had a little bit of tailwind last night, he could have possibly gone 10.6, 10.5.
That's wonderful.
And I think that 10.77, that might be close to personal best for him. So to run up personal best into a headwind, that was huge.
That is huge.
That's huge.
That is huge. And that means a lot.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We also had Keyshawn Strong in action last night.
Okay.
In the men's javelin.
Okay.
He didn't qualify for the Olympics, but he's coming off an injury as well. 3 meters last night.
Is he not qualified, but is he in the quota now?
I don't think he's in the quota. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I don't be on the javelin. 3 miles.
The qualifying mark for the javelin is 84 meters.
Okay.
So he's significantly off that distance.
All right. Has he been close in the past before the injury?
He has a season's best, I think, of 78 meters.
Okay. But he's young.
He's young. He's young. He's only 21, 22 years old.
Okay.
You know, so he'll have another opportunity in 4 years in Los Angeles.
How did my girls do?
Who was that?
Ray.
Ray, the girls' javelin hasn't taken place yet.
Okay.
I think that is today. Is it today? Either today or tomorrow.
Okay.
Just checking the schedule for 1 quick second. That should be tomorrow. I don't see it on the schedule for today, so that's tomorrow.
Okay. So what do we expect tonight? What all do we have tonight?
Tonight, starting at 5 o'clock, well, already underway, you have the heats of the 100-meter hurdles for the girls and 110-meter hurdles for the boys. And then following that, we're going to go into the heats of the 200 meters for under 20 girls and boys, and then go into the open men and women 200-meter heats. We're going to have the heats for the 800 meters, under 20 and open female. And then go into the heats for the under 20 boys, 800 meters, and the open men, 800 meters. And then we get into the finals. The finals start at 8:05 p.m. tonight. So fans, please come out tonight and support these athletes. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be exciting. I believe we're going to have an Olympic qualifier tonight. I'm calling it now.
Okay.
You know, and if I was to pick a race, I don't like to really pick favorites or anything like that, but if I was to pick a race, look out for the open men final.
Okay. Let me ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if an under 20 runs a Olympic qualifier?
They could go.
Even though they don't run in the open race?
They could go.
So
it's a sanctioned meet, you know, for all divisions.
Okay.
And the cutoff age for the Olympics, I think, is 16 years old.
Yeah.
So if you're 17 and older and you qualify, you could go. You're on the team.
Listen, you had the young kid in the United States who's 16 years old who made the Olympic team.
Did he finish in the top 3?
I think he. Somebody was telling me he did. I need to double check and see that. Somebody tell me he qualified.
I know he made it to the final.
Somebody tell me, I don't know. Somebody said he qualified. I didn't see the race, and I didn't have an opportunity to look up. But somebody said they think he qualified, but I know he didn't. I saw him make it to the finals.
Okay, well, if he finished in the top 3, he's on his way to Paris.
That'd be interesting.
You know, because that's USA rules. You know, once you qualify and you're in the top 3 of their nationals, you're on your way.
Because most likely everybody who was in the finals qualified.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's how it is for most of the events, you know. That's why they could always take the top 3 because they always have a lot of qualifiers.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's going to qualify.
Because even I watched the 10,000 race and I was like, I think they had about 5 or 6 people who had already qualified.
There you go. Okay. It was sad what happened to the 800-meter runner, though.
Yes.
I think Mo.
Yes.
You know, she would have been one of the favorites in Paris.
And she's out totally, right?
She's out.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
But that's how it is. You know, you have that and then things happen. I always watch a runner by the name of Houston McTeer. I know him. He always put up great numbers and then came to the Olympic finals, pulled up.
Name sounds familiar, no?
Yeah.
It's American?
That's a American, back in the 70s, maybe a little before your time.
Yeah. Before I was born. You're right.
I give it my age.
Yeah, but the Americans have very stringent qualifying rules.
Okay.
You know, and it's justified because, I mean, you know, you would want to prove your worth head to head.
Yeah, you got to come out there and prove it.
You got to come out there and prove it.
You got
right? No matter how big of a star you might be, if you don't come out there and beat a particular athlete on a certain day or finish in the top 3 in the finals, you know, dog eat your lunch, you're gone.
And that happens.
You know.
All right, since I got you here, you might as well help me with the picks.
Yeah, well, no problem.
As we get into the picks and then we take a break and then we get into Colin Cowher is going to talk a little bit about the.
Was that baseball picks?
We can do a little WNBA first. How that sound?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, let me pull it up here quickly. and see what we got today in the WNBA. But you know my girl playing today, so but whenever she play, I don't care who they playing, I pull in for her.
Who's that, Caitlin? Just checking, man. Just checking.
No, man. I've been tripping over Angel Reese now from she was at Maryland and then transferred to LSU.
Oh, yeah, Angel Reese fan. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
a huge Angel Reese fan.
I got you.
So we got the Connecticut Sun at the Washington Mystics.
Again with the Sun. The Sun been playing very well this year. I think they might still have the best record in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they do. I think they only got one or maybe two. Let me double check to make sure. They're 6-14-13, so 4-13. So I think the Sun should be able to hold that one on.
The Sun win big tonight. They win big tonight.
The Las Vegas Aces at my girl Angel Reese in the Chicago Sky.
I game with Angel Wilson, man. Even though they ain't been playing up to standard this season, I game with the Aces.
They've had some injuries. They've been last couple of games. They've been playing pretty well. But no matter who Angel play, I pull in for them. Angel can give me my double. She can give me my double today.
Is my girl LT, Kelsey Blount?
I don't know if she's LT, you know.
That's Tyron Wallace's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
All right.
That's what she did in Darren Waller.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I know my Dodgers aren't playing. They got 2 more WNBA games. If my phone would cooperate with me here, all of a sudden it decided just to like poop out. You said if it's made by man, it can fail you, right?
Let me see if I can help you with that.
No, I got it. Go ahead.
You got it.
Well, eventually I'll have it.
WNBA.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
I got a couple of aces at Sky, Sun, and Mystic. One is already completed. The Wings beat the Lynx.
Yeah, I expected that.
You know, and the Fever and the Storm playing at 10 o'clock tonight.
And Caitlin,
prime time.
Caitlin been putting up some numbers. She's not been like Angel has been consistent in doubling almost every night. Tonight, Caitlin will give me 30, tomorrow 16. Tonight 20, tomorrow 8. So they're at Seattle.
Yes.
Seattle is
10-6.
They haven't been playing bad.
No, they're about 500.
I think because they're home, I'll go with the Storm today.
You know what? I could go with the Fever and upset, man.
Okay.
I think Caitlin have one of those 30-point games.
Okay, and then we look at 2 baseball games. Most games are already underway. A lot of games are underway already. So we got the Orioles at the Rangers. I think I'll take the Orioles tonight. The Yankees been getting it. The Yankees got.
Man, we've been getting our tails under us, man.
Yeah, but I think tonight they'll beat Toronto.
You got Toronto tonight?
I think you'll beat Toronto tonight.
I don't see that on the schedule.
Yeah, they got 7:07.
Okay.
Yankees at Toronto. So
I got it now. Who's pitching for us tonight?
You got Rodon pitching tonight.
Okay, yeah, I'll take us tonight.
Yeah, but then Barrios pitching for the Toronto. He's been pitching pretty well, so that should be a good game to watch.
That is true. I got with the Yankees tonight myself.
All right, and then the last one, the Detroit Tigers and the Los Angeles Angels. Angels got a lot of injuries. Detroit been playing okay baseball. I'll take Detroit tonight over the Angels.
Who they got pitching tonight?
Flaherty.
For Detroit?
Detroit, yeah, and Daniel pitching for the Angels.
I'll take the Tigers.
Okay, I'll take the Tigers too.
Yeah.
All right, that's our picks for the night, brought to you by Island Games. Make sure you get your picks in, and I will say bet responsibly. So tonight, let's make sure people get out to the Sports Center. Support our meet us tonight.
Man.
And then tomorrow night is the foreign meetup. Tomorrow night is some big. They have
relays. Finals tonight.
Are they having relays tomorrow?
The relays are tomorrow.
So everybody Bahamians love relays.
Well, come out tonight so I can prepare yourself for the relays.
For the excitement of the relays.
Yes.
Thanks for joining me today, Sheldon.
Anytime, brother.
We can take a break when we come back. Colin's going to give you some information on the Lakers pick, on Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears.
I'm Bonnie going to the Lakers.
This has been Pearly Talking Heads Thursdays on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. And please, Father in heaven, don't let the Lakers pick Bronny. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for the calls. Thanks for the texts. We'll see you tomorrow with Naughty will be, and I'll be at 5 o'clock. And then I'll see you next Thursday with Talking Heads Thursdays with Pearly. Take care. Thanks for coming.
All right.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs, options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Is it a burger? No. Is it pizza? Come on, man, it's KFC. Whatever the crunch this is, it's delicious. New, the Kentucky Chizza Sandwich. Crispy chicken topped with marinara sauce, mozzarella, and pepperoni. Order your Chizza Sandwich now at kfcnassau.com or at your favorite KFC restaurant today. It's new and it's radical. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Back here on The Herd, we have a great guest in studio. First time in studio. Oh boy, here we go. He is gone from Aaron Rodgers to Patrick Mahomes, and now he's in Buffalo with Josh Allen. What a charmed life. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the building. How are you, my man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
Excellent. Now, I just learned, we had all these battery of questions ready for him, and then I started talking to him during the commercial break, and I find out he was hanging out with Aaron Rodgers yesterday out here in L.A. So obviously, this is breaking news for much of the NFL audience. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Me and Aaron have been great friends since I've been in Green Bay. I hit him up till I was coming out to L.A., and so let's run high school and ran some routes together. So it was good. It was good.
Yeah, so all the New York media can stand down. Aaron Rodgers is back from Egypt. It's not a secret anymore, and he's hanging out with MVS. I like the earring, by the way. It's MVS. He's got his own line of stuff, obviously, because he's a star. Where do you want to start here? I mean, you go from Rodgers to Mahomes, and now to Josh Allen. Like, that is as good as it gets.
Yeah, man, I'm grateful. When I came out of college, I was like, man, I don't want to go anywhere cold, and ended up in Green Bay. But I think that was the biggest blessing that I had. Obviously my 4 years there were great. I got to learn from, one of the best receivers to ever play this game in Devontae Adams. And then being able to learn under guys like Randall Cobb was huge. And obviously playing with Aaron, man, those are one of those situations that, you dream of as a kid. I grew up watching these guys play, on Sunday Night Football and, walk into the locker room, and my first day I see Aaron, Cobb, and Devontae, sitting at a table, and Aaron calls me over, and calls me by my name, So that was one of those moments that I'll never forget, and told me how much he, admired my play and said I can help his team, So those are probably a moment that he doesn't even remember. That was one of those things that just will stick with me forever.
Yeah, so you had a great run, obviously, with the Packers. Then you go to the Chiefs, and it's like, just win a Super Bowl. Tell me how, first of all, Rodgers and Mahomes are different off the field and then in the huddle. Yeah,
I mean, I think there are two different types of leaders. Pat's a lot more vocal, rally the team. Aaron's more, right in your face, talk to you right in your face opposed to the whole team. He goes to each individual, and Pat addresses the whole team. But they're both great at what they do. They lead in different ways. They're both super competitive. I think that's, one of those things that between those two guys, that's the biggest similarity into them. Obviously the arm talent and, what they can do off schedule and the throws that they can make. But just the competitiveness that they both have, I was grateful to have those two guys as my first two quarterbacks.
I'm sure the numbers say one thing for deep ball accuracy, but for your money, Rodgers or Mahomes, who was the better deep ball thrower for you?
Man, I don't know. I think, I think they both had different skill sets when it came to it. Obviously I got Aaron in year 17.
Yes.
I got Pat in year 6. So, obviously, Pat had the stronger arm, when it came to it. But, Aaron was just so pinpoint with everything that he did, So I think that the skill sets were just so different. But those two guys, man, it was great to be a part of that.
Walk me through the Super Bowl, like Niners winning. If 49ers were in total control, it felt like, to me at least. But I'm just curious, tell me about halftime. Because it seemed like you guys were kind of in trouble, especially third quarter. Mahomes throws the pick, and it's like, here we go. But at halftime, was there any concern at all, or is it, hey, we've been here?
Nah, man. I think, the great teams that, battled through adversity all year, it was no flinch out of us. I knew that, and we knew that we deserved to be there. We knew that we just had to settle down and just play our game of football. And, obviously we had been through ups and downs all year, and, it was no different than the Super Bowl. And so that kind of prepared us, for those moments and to never ever have to flinch. Coach Reed does a great job of just preparing guys for all the situations and never be blindsided by the moment. And so I'm forever grateful that I had a coach like that to kind of prepare the team in that manner. And, you know, it showed in the Super Bowl, showed in the last 2 Super Bowls.
You caught a touchdown pass, obviously. Just an incredible comeback and victory for the Chiefs. I don't know, take me through like the fourth quarter and overtime.
Man, it was a crazy thing, man, because obviously, you know, we have to go down to tie that game in the last quarter, right before it ends, and then to go and watch them get the ball first, and you know they decided to say, hey, we'll take it first and out after, and then you know we just win and drove that field and won the game. I was a part of a couple of those calls to get us some first downs and making some plays to help us get in that position. So it was a great experience, man.
Well, is that, would you say to date highlight of your career?
Nah, man. Obviously, I think scoring the Super Bowl, a lot of guys can't say that they did that.
Yeah.
But there's been monumental moments, a part of my career. Even the struggles, even the drop versus Philly in the season. I think that was a big moment for me, just to say, hey, man, you can still do this, and shake back. So I think that was a big moment for me, just to say, hey, man, people are still going to count on you.
Oh, so let's go back to that, the drop. If memory serves, it was like right around was it in the end zone?
Yeah, it was right,
that's right.
maybe a 2-yard line or something like that. It was a third down, maybe a couple seconds left in the game. It was raining. We got, it was supposed to not rain the whole day, and we ended up getting rain the entire game. And then, obviously that was a rematch from the Super Bowl the year before, and, they counted on me to go make that play, and I didn't. But, I was able to kind of battle through that, man, and get through, those sorrows and keep going, man. I've never wavered. My faith always stayed high. I always believed in myself. My confidence never kind of dropped down. I know I can go make a play, and then throughout the rest of the season, I just kept making those plays when they needed me.
I got to say, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
you
man.
brought that up. There's some people who don't want to talk about their lows. You brought that up, or I would.
It's all a part of my story, man. I never run from it. It made me who I am today. I battled through.
We
way
know
worse
some
things.
athletes these days have the rabbit ears. Like, for instance, Kevin Durant in the NBA. Like, you'll say something about him online, he'll come and find you and DM you and get all of it. In the NFL, a little less so, but there's some of that. There's some punching back. How are you handling social media after like a game like the Eagles game?
Man, it don't bother me, man. I'm from the south side of St. Petersburg, Florida, man. I've seen way worse things in real life. So anybody hiding behind a camera or hiding behind their phone to say whatever they got to say, to make